A lesson on averages of statistical data. The measures of central tendency. When we want to compare the heights of two classes to determine which class has taller boys, we cannot use every height to compare. It is difficult to analyze a mass of data as there are too many numbers to compare. It is easier to look at a single number that can represent the mass of data. Since all the data will converge towards this number, we call it a measure of central tendency. And there are three such numbers. We will now take a look at a video to understand what they are.
Mean, median, and mode. Mean, median, and mode.
How do you find the mean?
Add up the numbers in the data set. Divide the total by the number of items. The answer is the mean or average. Mean, median, and mode.
But how do you find the median?
Arrange the numbers in order from the lowest to the highest values. The middle number is the median for an odd number of items. The average of two middle numbers is the median for an even number of items. Mean, median, and mode. Mean, median, and mode.
How do you find the mode?
Just find the number that repeats most often, and that number is the mode. If you find no number that repeats most often, then there is no mode. Mean, median, and mode. Mean, median, and mode. Mean, median, and mode.
From the video, we learned that what is the mean or average. So if we have a group of people with different heights, we use the average of the heights to represent the data. This average is called the mean. When we take the mean, we are making all of them into the same height, but the total height remains the same. So if we take the total of the individual heights and we have 9.6, when we take the mean multiplied by the number of people, we still get the same total, 9.6. The median or the middle score. When we have extreme values, like an extremely tall person or extremely short person, then the mean cannot be used to represent the data, as the tall person will pull up the scores or the short person will pull down the scores. It is therefore more accurate to arrange the scores and take the middle score to represent the data. In this particular case, there are 6 people, so there is no middle score. Therefore, we take the average of the two scores closest the middle. The mode or the most popular score. If there is a score that is common or most frequent, then that is the best one to represent the data. In this case here, we have 1.6 being the most popular. Therefore, we call the mode as the best number to represent the data. Now let us take a look at different type of data and how we determine the mode, mean, and median for each. The first set of data is the raw data, which is not arranged. So these numbers are not arranged. So to find the mean, we add all the numbers. There are 7 numbers, so we add all the numbers to give us the total score divided by 7 and this gives us 6.29. The mode being the most common number in this case is 10. Now, to find the median, we must first arrange the data. So from the smallest to the biggest, we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 10, 10. We must first determine the position of the median. To do this, we take the total number of items. In this case, we have 7 items. So to determine the position, we take 7 plus 1 divided by 2. And that gives us the 4th position. So the median is in the 4th position. So we count the arranged numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the 4th position is 5. The median is 5. Now suppose we add in one more number. Now it becomes 8 numbers. So first thing, we arrange it, but the position of the median is now 8 plus 1 divided by 2. 9 divided by 2 is 4.5. Now what it means is that the position of the median is between the 4th and the 5th number. Okay, so the 4th number is here. So the position of the median is here, between the 4th and the 5th number. That is what 4.5 means. Right? So now the median is the average of the two closest to the middle, which in this case is 4.5. Now we take a look at how we get the mean, mode, and median for a frequency table. A frequency table is an arranged set of data. Therefore, we don't need to arrange the data when we get the median. But there are more numbers here than you can see in the raw data. For example, there are 7 ones, 5 twos, 2 threes, 3 fours. So in fact, there are a total of 17 numbers. Right? So once again, to find the mean, we have to find the total score. So the total number of ones is 7 times 1. And 5 times 2 plus 2 times 3 plus 3 times 4. Right? We find the total for each number, and we add all of them together to get the total score. And now we want to divide by the total number of items, which in this case is 7 plus 5 plus 2 plus 3. This symbol here means that we are summing the frequency multiplied by the score for each number. And this means the total frequency or the total number of items. This symbol is a symbol for mean. This symbol is summing all the scores. And this one is summing all the frequencies. Right, so now this works out to be 35 divided by 17, which is 2.06. Remember that the mean is a score, is the average score, and therefore it should be, the range should be between 1 to 4. In this case, it's 2.06. The mode is the most common number, therefore the mode is the score with the highest frequency, which is 1. And now to determine the median, we need to know the position. Since there are 17 numbers, we take 17 plus 1 divided by 2, which is 18 divided by 2 is 9. So now we are looking for the 9th score. And the 9th score, there are 7 scores here. The 8th score is a 2, and the 9th score is a 2. Therefore, the median is 2. Now let us take a look at the mode, mean and median for a dot diagram. Similarly, we need to calculate the total for each score. There are 3 numbers of 21, 1 number of 22, and so on. So this, the height here is the frequency, or rather the number of dots is the frequency. So remember, we take the frequency multiplied by the score for each number. So since there are 3 numbers of 21, we have 3 times 21, and then plus 1 times 22, 2 times 23, and so on. Okay, divided by the total number of scores, which is the total frequency, by adding all the dots, which is, there are 12 dots. So the mean is 23. So the numbers on the line are the scores. And the mode is the one that has the most number, which is 24. The position of the median. Okay, since there are 12 numbers, we take 12 plus 1 divided by 2. So that is 13 divided by 2, which is 6.5. And 6.5 means is between the 6th score and the 7th score. So let us count from bottom up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the 6th score is 23. The 7th score is 24. The median is 23 plus 24 divided by 2. And the median is 23.5. Now we take a look at the histogram. So once again, in the histogram, the data is already arranged. And again, we take the frequency. In this case, the frequency is the height. So we take the frequency times the score for each number and add all together, just as before. Right? And the total number of items, which is the total frequency, adding up all the heights, is there are 41. And that gives us a total of 81 divided by 41, which is equal to 2.12. Okay, remember that the horizontal line are where all the scores are. And the mode is the number that has the highest frequency. The tallest bar is 1. The position of the median, we have 41 numbers, so we have 41 plus 1 divided by 2. That is 42 divided by 2 is 21. So the position of the median is the 21st score. And to count, we always count from bottoms up. So we have 4 here, plus 12 is 16, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Right, so the 21st score is still a 2. The median is 2. Now we take a look at the mode, mean, and median for a stem and leaf. For a stem and leaf, we have to add every number. There are altogether 12 numbers, as shown by the number of leaves. So when we read a stem and leaf, we always read the stem first. We must understand what is the key. So 0/8 means 0.8. So the first number is 0.8, second number 0.8, third number is 1.2, and so on. So we add all the numbers and divide it by, there are 12 numbers, so we divide by 12. When we add all the numbers, we have 24.2 divided by 12. That will give us 2.02. The mode being the number that is the most common, in this case is 1.9. Always read the stem first, 1.9. There are 3 of them, so the mode is 1.9. The position of the median, there are 12 numbers, plus 1 divided by 2. 13 divided by 2 is 6.5 again. So it's between the 6th and the 7th score. We always count from the stem first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the 6th score, and this is the 7th score. And the median is between the 6th and the 7th score, which is 9 plus 9 divided by 2, which is still 9. Now let's take a look at the mean of a group data. A group data simply means that there is a range of numbers instead of a single data. So we cannot know what number there is in this column. Therefore, what we have to do now is to reduce this to a single number by working out the mid value. So the mid value is the average of the range, which is 0 plus 5 divided by 2. In this case is 2.5. The next one is 7.5. Third is 12.5. Fourth is 17.5. And the last one is 22.5. Now that we have a single number, we'll do the same thing. Take the frequency times the number or the score for each number, add all together to give you the total score. And there are altogether 35 numbers. The total frequency is 35. and that works out to be a big number, 482.5 divided by 35, and the mean is 13.8. Here we don't have the model class, we don't have the model score or the mode. The model means mode, because here there is a range. So we have what we call the model class. So the model class is the one that the highest frequency, which is the model class is 10. And the position of the median. Again, we have a median class and not the median. The median, here we have 35. So 35 plus 1 divided by 2. 36 divided by 2 is 18. So it's the 18 score. Or 18, here we count is 7, and the 18 score belongs here. So the median class is 10, which is the same as the model class. Let us take a look at how we find the unknown score if we are given the mean. The mean here is 39. And we have seen earlier on that if we take the total number of items multiplied by the mean, we have the total score. So the total score, we have how many numbers here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 numbers. Therefore, the total score is 5 times 39. And the total score is also all the numbers adding up. Plus x. There's an unknown score. This gives us 195, and working this out, we have x is we have 5 numbers, so 5 numbers multiply, and we have 195 minus 129. Okay, so there are actually 129 plus x, so which is 66. And that is the missing number. In the last example, we are looking at how we determine the frequency in a frequency table given the various conditions. The first one is to find the value of x if we are given the mean. Remember that to find the mean, we need to multiply the frequency times the score for each number. So we have 1 times 4 is 4, plus 10 plus 3x plus 8 plus 15, and this divided by the total frequency, which in this case is 4 plus 5 plus x plus 2 plus 3, and this equal to the mean. Alright, so what we are doing is we are forming an equation in X using the concept of the mean, which is frequency times score, add all up, divided by the total frequency, as we have done before. And this equal to the value given, which is the mean. So we solve this equation, and we can find that the frequency here is 6. Now, if the mode is 3, then x must be the highest frequency. So since the highest number here is 5, x must be more than 5. So the smallest value that x can be is, it must be 6. Let us now take a look at the median. Remember that to find the median, we have all the scores added up, plus 1 divided by 2. Yes. So, but then we do not know what is x. But the median is also the number that is in the middle. So if it is the number that is in the middle, then there should be equal number of scores on both sides. Here we have 9 scores, and here we have 5 scores. Right? So therefore, the median must be in the middle, and the number of scores on both sides must be the same. Well, we can use a diagram like this. There are 4 ones here, and there are 5 twos, and 3, we do not know how many, and 4. There are 2, and the last one 5. There are 3. Now, so if the median is the last score of 3, okay, suppose, because there are a few 3s here, so we need to pick 1 for the median, because the median here is 3. Sorry, the median is 2 actually. Yeah, the median is 2. So the median is 2. Then we pick the last 2. There are 5 2s altogether. So if we pick 5 2s, that means we have 4 numbers left, as this one is the median. Then there will be 8 scores here. So there should be 8 scores on this side. Therefore, x plus 2 plus 3 must be equal to 8. Right? Since we have 8 scores here, all this must add up to 8 scores, because the median is in the middle. Right? Therefore, x plus 2 plus 3 must be equal to 4 plus 4. Right. And that gives us the median is 8 minus 5 is 3. The not the median, the frequency of x is 3. And this completes the lesson on averages of statistical data. Thank you.